river, there's this massive sand dune. Like, it is bloody crazy. And my mate owns Grafton Power Products in town, and he bring a few generators out. We pump water to the top from the river, and everyone had the best day. We had Wado, he was set up for like doing the DJing. Had a few boats come over, and then all of a sudden there was about freaking 10 boatloads of people. And
What is that, like a wakeboarding creek or
no,
or
it goes. It's just off the inlet of the ocean. You can, like, a lot of people surf on there and whatnot, but mainly a lot of fishing and whatnot. Yeah, so all the wakeboarding goes in Grafton on the Clarence River because that's probably the best location to wakeboard, I think. Yeah. But yeah, we did that, and later this year we got our yearly bass comp down at Coppenhurst too. So we get up to 100 entrants in it. You get two to a boat, and you just have a big weekend of just beers, bass, and boats, really.
Really?
Yeah, everyone has the best time. So
Of
that's
course.
another big event we do. And
You guys are the real deal. You know what I mean? From a town 3 hours out of the nearest big city.
oh, yeah, it's a very tiny little rural town.
Tiny little rural town, but the things you're doing, like bass fishing,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And
Well, I think because, yeah, we grew up in this country town. We're really outdoorsy. Always motocross riding, always BMX riding, fishing, camping, swimming. And then when you grow up, it still sticks with you, and you want to hold these events because you just want to be outdoors. And we're like, let's just turn it into a grief event and just get everyone involved. And yeah, like, I won't mention any labels, but there's this label. He's typical kind of city boy, and he try to hold a few events and all this, and I think that's why his label died now. Came in real quick but down. But yeah, you can tell he wasn't really passionate about it. He wanted to just make a quick few bucks from his label and whatnot. But yeah, we don't want to rip any events and like that
Right.
kind of, because we're not an event organisation, so we don't want to make money off events.
Yep.
We just want to get publicity for our brand and have everyone have a great day.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So who would you say, I don't know, you've got a younger brother and an older brother too.
Yeah. Yep.
So who started the idea, or who do you, Greef, who started it? And
Yeah.
put it this way, I got a sister 5 years older. So sometimes I whinge to myself like this podcast is actually episode number 101.
You
Yeah.
crack the digit.
Well,
Crack
here's the
third
problem. And I was saying to my cousin just before,
digit.
I had I loosely had planned for the episode 100. I'll put on some event. I'll get the caravan. I got this great 60s
Yep. Yeah,
caravan.
I've seen that. That's brilliant.
And
Yeah.
make something of it, and like a party. But at the end of the day, it felt like, oh, that's a bit weird. You know, it's not like I had any brothers or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes I think, oh man, if I had a couple of brothers like say you lads, you push each other and you know it formed this one machine.
Yeah, like you're not by yourself trying to host these events and that. So you got this backup of, like, they're my best mates. So yeah, you're all on the same page, and it's a massive help when instead of approaching people by yourself, you're with your brothers, and it makes everything run a lot like just a lot better.
Yeah.
I try to think of a smart
You've
word,
got
but
a
not
confidence, like some subliminal confidence.
Yeah, yep.
and to other people too. Like they would look at you as the Greef boys,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
and,
we get
that label's never going to go away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why would it? It would never go away.
Yeah,
You know?
well, that's it. Like, especially when we go back to our hometown in Grafton, like, we've got a lot of friends down there and people that follow us. Like, you see on the cars everywhere, got Grief stickers, everyone's wearing Grief stuff. And, yeah, like, you go back and people you don't know, like, you go to the pub and you're just having a few quiet buddy pool games and they're coming, oh, you're one of the Grief boys. Yeah, here's a shirt.
How'd you know? Grief hat, grief shirt, grief
yeah,
truck,
it is grief,
grief boat.
I've even got grief tattoo and all that. So, that's it.
So yeah, but going back to it, what
Yeah.
was it? You or your older brother or your younger brother? Was
It was back
family?
in probably the end of 2004. When I left high school in 2004, I wanted to do graphic designing. So I was doing all these designs and that, and Slur Destructive. They've been around. They actually still do the mini trucks and all that. They support that and the motocross. I think Shannon Will might have rode for them. But they were this brand back then, and they asked me to do a few designs. I did some up, and they didn't use any. And I was like, oh, I should start my own bloody clothing label. And then I spoke with my younger brother Risey, and he was pretty keen on it. He's like, yeah, love all that stuff. And then we're tossing around like ridiculous names, and it took weeks to come up with a name. And I was coming back from Woolo, the beach, and there was this truck, and it just had this. It was a complete white trailer, and up in the top right corner, it had Greef, like Grief in green, just in stock like Arial font or something. And I was like, fuck, that could actually work. And you change it to double EF because we don't want to associate with depression, grief kind of thing. It's just a good looking name, and it just suits. So we changed it double EF and ran it by some mates, like with our G logo and whatnot, and everyone just loved it from the get go, and just went all guns ho. Really, just made a few shirts, did the skate park thing, and out of our box.
Yeah, but tell me about that. But that's just what I'm saying. Like, what was the first shirt, and what was this first skate park thing? And, did you find yourself going, I feel a bit funny? Like,
I'd get
that first feeling.
Yeah, I'd get a box full of clothing printed up from the local screen printer, and paid a shitload for them back then, and we weren't making any money, but we'd go. This is where I wish I had my mind back then, like when I first started. Like, you would have skipped so many hurdles if you knew what you knew now back in the day. And then, anyways, I go to parties, and all my mates are swinging like $20 at me for the shirts, and you're giving some away for free, and everyone started wearing them. And then we'll turn up to skate parks, and a few of the kids would love to get some shirts and all this. And we just grew from word of mouth. We didn't have a website. We weren't stocked anywhere. We just nothing. Like, people were approaching me going, do you have any more shirts? And we just grew like that. And then we finally started getting a website, taking it more seriously. So we've been around for 10 years, but to try and to build it to this solid brand that it is now, we only really started trying to do that probably 5 or so years ago. So the first few years were just parties and just getting crazy with it. But
we have to sell these shirts. We made all these.
That's
just
it.
Get them out.
Just get our money back and get some more in. But so then my brother's always been there from the start. Real supportive. Like, my whole family and all my friends just froth on it all the time. Right. So it's great.
Right. Do you look at the future? I guess you don't from this comment. Oh, you do. But well, everyone as they get older.
Yeah.
So have you got any kids or anything?
No.
No? Well,
not yet.
You lucky. That's the only time when people start to go, oh, now, geez, gotta get secure or something, It's like this other mind takes over.
Yeah, well, my wife, Anne, she knows how passionate, and just every day my mind is just ticking over with grief stuff. Like, it's going to send me insane, but she knows I'll never be able to quit it. Like, even 20 years from now, if we're still just doing what we're doing today, hosting fun events, selling a few shirts here and there, like, I love it. I love doing the designing. I love the marketing. I love running a business. So it's never going to stop unless I'm 60 years old. I'm just like, I can't keep up with the parties anymore. I'll give it to my son or something to get him bloody involved.
Could be girl.
Yeah, son or daughter.
Could be making nice jewellery and stuff.
Yeah, turn it into a real lovely label. Support ballet dancing or something. Oh, jeez. No, I'd still oversee the company in that case.
Yeah.
Nope. Not going down that avenue.
Any labels out there you really like? Could be offshore, like.
Yeah. Well, pretty much from day dot, I can't even remember the last time I wore any other shirt. Apart from band shirts like Parkway Drive and stuff. I always love supporting those guys. But if I was to wear a shirt, I'd probably jump on local business for sure, because I know what they've done to build these companies up. So like Loose Kid and Unit, if the Unit boys still ran it and whatnot. But I love all their gear. Always looks good. They're always on top of their game. But probably keep it local. I love Fox's. Over the past 4 years, they've really rebranded and got really strong designs now. So
right, there's an example. Yeah, they went into were they in Kmart or Target? I got the feeling maybe not.
Could have, but they kind of, Billabong and Rip Curl, they're kind of getting branded the dad label because the dads grew up with that and they wear that, and the kids don't want to wear that. They want to wear the Hurley and all this.
Yep.
And Fox is starting to kind of go that direction because they've been around since 70s or 80s or something. But now that like they got the new logo going, like really fresh, and it's always right on their game every year. Like they don't seem to be fading in that kind of direction.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Where are they from? Do you know?
Over San Francisco or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just watched an interview from Pete Fox, one of the brothers that own it, whatever, and he gave the whole big spiel, and their office is architectural genius. Like they knocked their whole building down and built this thing up, and every office has its own unique design, and if anyone can YouTube it, you got to check it out. Oh, wow. Can't wait to do that with Greef.
Yeah. And where do you work out of? The last time we did a Skype interview, we were in Greef headquarters in a bedroom.
Yeah. I'm still based at home doing the double garage thing, just like the Unit Brothers used to. And because I remember, like, I always read like Richard Branson, Dick Smith, big successful business owners, and because you constantly got to keep fresh and get new ideas and all this. And Dick Smith always says you keep your overheads as low as you can. Don't go, oh, it'll be sick to have a warehouse. Like, just do it for the sake of it to get excited. We could get a warehouse right now and chalk it up and get right into it, but there's no need to. Like, we can do it all in-house. And once we're bursting at the seams and we're just like, it's not capable to do it in this location, we'll just jump over and expand. So, yeah.
That's great. I don't know if you know, but my dad, is Titan Sheds.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So
are you on those ads?
I'm in the ads.
Oh,
yeah, but that's not my dad. That's my dad's mate.
Jeez. Thought you looked familiar.
All right. Oh,
seen that face somewhere.
Well, that's good. That's good for me, man. That's good. That's why I like it.
Oh, jeez.
So my old man, he started and made Titan Sheds, this massive thing, but he had nothing.
Yep.
And the interesting thing about that dude, he was actually on a podcast. The only reason I'm bringing up this now is I heard him on a podcast show. Some lady rang me and said, "Hey, can I interview your dad?" And I said, "He's not the one on the ads. He's another dude. He doesn't want to be on ads, So, but I only heard it for the first time this afternoon, and here I was hearing this dude talk about how he created his business, and I've heard it my whole life,
Yeah, yep.
And worked in the factory for a million years, but it made me realise, man, my old man is exactly like what you're just saying.
Yeah.
The business and the fun that you can get out of the business is way more important than pretending to be a rich bloke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they've lived in the same house in Springwood for 22 years.
And I love seeing people like that.
It's a decent-sized house, but there's no, like, I'm a rich bloke and here's all this stuff. Yeah.
Dollar bills everywhere and shit.
He went get a Holden, he's definitely not a tight ass in any way.
Yeah.
But it's how many you definitely from this industry, going back to what we're talking about in 2008 when everyone had a lowered brand new Hilux and before that financial crisis. I really remember it. You were probably pretty young, but I looked around at that time because Mudgy and I were driving around in a ute, painting pools, which I gotta stop saying in this thing. But it was like, how did all these dudes get so much money? Because they're all, I just couldn't work it out. Like, the reason is they were all in debt. Like back in those times, the bank would give you all sorts of money, and it's like everyone we know, especially in the pit bike deal, like, I just don't know how they got all this money. Like, well, how come you've got a pit bike and a brand new Yamaha, like, and on the back of your brand new ute, and a new car? Look at this house.
Yeah.
Well, and they're all gone. It's all gone.
Yeah,
so, that's it. So it's important to have the exact mind that you're saying. Like, and people will support you for that. Like, dude, no, I will buy your stuff because it's coming out of your house.
Yeah.
You're living it like me. You're living.
Well, that's it.
I can understand it.
Yeah. We put a lot of effort and a lot of time into it, and we do get a lot of people that appreciate it and they know what we're doing, and it's great getting that support. And we don't have to flash around bloody everything and try and like live above your kind of bloody income kind